Alright, what's good YouTube? It's Jojo ASMR here. So this past weekend we had YCS Sydney. I personally went X1 in Swiss in 10 rounds, so I went 9-1, and then I lost in top 8. I played Fire King Snake Eye. I actually played the exact same deck list as I played just recently at YCS Vegas for the 3v3. And my personal record at that YCS was X1 as well. I went 9-1 in the main event in Vegas, but unfortunately, Po Jang, shoutouts to Po, for some reason didn't set summon limit face down on the bubble and we lost, so we didn't top. But yeah, I really wanted to show this list. I played the exact same list card for card at YCS Vegas, and I was so confident with it because it just gave me like, just great confidence for Sydney. And I've been play testing. You guys know I've been playing Fire Kings for the past few months. Sorry I haven't been able to make as much content lately. It's just I had to prepare a lot for this YCS and for Vegas and for this event. But I'm so happy now to finally be sharing the list that I worked on a lot with Peter. So shout outs to my 3v3 teammates at Vegas, Peter and Po. Big shout outs as well to Kodai for working on the deck a lot for me. And we pretty much played the same deck and talked a lot, and then we paired each other in top 16 and I drew better than him unluckily. So yeah, big shout outs to Kodai, shout outs to all the people that were lending me their energy, sending me their well wishes online. Shout outs to Alliance Games, Best Locals in Sydney, and Strike On Collectibles Post Store. Big shout outs to Supreme Pros. You can use code TOP10 for 10% off your sleeves. And shout outs as well to all the Americans like Yassine and Chris LeBlanc and Arnie and Kamal for coming over and stuff like that. It's just great to be able to hang out with them. And in general, shout outs to everyone who came up and asked for me to take pictures and sign cards, and it was just great. Honestly, such a fantastic experience. So we're going to do the deck profile on the Fire mat, because this mat goes hard. So I played this exact same list at a OTS Championship and at Vegas, and at this YCS, like I said, I went 9-1 in Swiss. Honestly, Swiss was really cursed. I played like the Gauntlet, played against 8 different decks somehow. Like, I think I played against Flunder, Centurion, Cat, Horus, PK, 40 card nonsense. I played like only 2 fires, but in top card I started playing against a lot of fire. So yeah, here's the main deck. I played a 43 card main deck. Fire King Snake Eye. First of all, there's 3 Snake Eye Ash, obviously, 2 copies of Poplar, 1 Oak, 1 Dragon, and only 1 Diabell Star. So there's obviously an argument to play more Witch for consistency issues, but I really wanted to prioritize non-engine, and I don't play Temple. And so this has only the utility of getting original. So at the end of the day, I thought 1 was fine. Then for the Fire Kings, I played 3 Kirin, 1 Ponix, 1 Garunix, and then the best one all weekend, Barong. Shout out to every person who cut this card from their deck. I think I was the only Fire King in like maybe the whole YCS today, this past weekend, I played Barong. Don't worry, I didn't forget my Avatar at home. I just didn't play it at all. So the idea with Barong is that worst case scenario, if you get Nib comboed, like Nib Vela, Nib Imperm, Nib Ash, or just like Nibbed in general, worst case scenario, because I always pop Ponix or Fire King Island, I consistently end on at worst case through Nib, like a Ponix add back in standby phase and a Barong search for Kirin. And that still converts to a Kirin pop on their turn and a Garunix XYZ because I play the XYZ. And I play 19 on engine, so usually I have 4 other cards in the hand, usually being hand traps. I played against Yassine in like Swiss, and we were both at like 8-0 at that point, and he nibs me. And I have cross out. I just don't even cross out it. I just sit on cross out for his turn, and I just still play through Nibiru and stuff like that. But this one's amazing. This one gives you the best recovery through Nib. And also, a lot of the end boards that you have to make if you don't play Barong, you play Avatar. A lot of those end boards are like Appaloosa end boards, and they play really badly, usually into Tactics and Take Control cards, and Cosmic Cyclone as well. So I found that this one was the best one because worst case scenario, I guarantee Kirin in my hand. So this one is like so good. No one else played this. I really liked it a lot. Obviously Elephant is also really good, but a lot of the combos in the deck's just much easier with this one too, which is good. I played 1 Sankin Island. I actually like the Fire King spells like Skyburn and Circle, but I didn't feel like it was necessary. You really want to prioritize the non-engine, and 1-1 is pretty much all you need. Then I played 3 Bonfire, obviously. 3 Wanted, obviously. Shout outs to Kodai for the QCRs. I played 1-for-1 and Original. Nothing really to be said here. All these cards are FTKs, they're just broken for a reason. This card's especially broken. And yeah, that's it for engine. It's pretty standard stuff. For non-engine, I played 15 hand traps. Nothing really to be said here, it's just hand traps. you have to draw 2 to have a chance to win. So 15 hand traps. I didn't play Morna. I don't think that card's real, but it's like whatever. I think that all of these in combination are really good. And finally, I played Crossout Designator and Call By. I thought I was cool playing this, but then it turns out everyone plays this, and I'm not cool at all. So I think everyone's non-engine's like pretty identical. So that was the main deck. It was 43 cards. For the extra deck, I played Link Rebo and Anima. This one's really important. This one lets you deal with like cards like Kieran for the Zelantis OTK, because you can pop your Flame Burge and then get level 1s, and then Anima and munch their guy. I played... Oh, also this one's really good to like have free face-up cards to send off your Snake Eyes, which is really good. Played IP, SP, Dark, Heater, and Nightmare Phoenix. I think the only thing of note here is I don't play Sunlight Wolf because I always guarantee Kieran access through Barong, so there was just no need to play Sunlight Wolf for me. I played 1 Princess. Because I don't play Avatar, you don't need the second Princess, because the only time the second one comes up is for like anti-Nibiru combos where you force out the Nibiru by making the first Princess, and then they nib you, and then you Flame Burge bring back 2, and then you make the second Princess to bring back the Elephant. So I only need 1, and instead of those Sunlight Wolf and the second Princess, I played Selene and Axis Code. This one I think is really important because I feel like in the mirror, you just need as many ways to kill as possible, because if you don't kill the mirror, their follow-up's too crazy. So I just wanted to have as many different ways to go for game. And a lot of the time you can test for Nibiru with this stuff first because Access Code and Flame Burge is already 83 damage. And then if they nib you, you just do the Zelantis Raging Phoenix OTK after. So I just wanted to have as many ways to kill. Ambler Whale, this is the best one. My favorite board in this deck is just going sometimes Ambler Whale Pass. Like everyone thinks that board sucks, but that's like 8 interruptions. So I always would prioritize making Ambler Whale. Because I have Kieran and Ponix and then just like IP in the grave, and that's like, and I play the XYZ, so it's like 6-7 interruptions. So this one's really humble, plays around a lot, plays really good into tactics. And I played Apo. Shoutouts to the Flunderies player that I just blind made Apo against, and he was really sad. And then I played the Hyang. This card's mandatory. I don't know, like, you can't cut this card. Even if you don't play Barong and play Avatar, there are combos where if you have like Kieran plus Snake Eye Ash and you get Impermed, you can do cool plays where you make this turn 1. So this one's mandatory. You have to play this one. And then for the best part of the deck profile, the side deck. So shoutouts to Peter. We worked on the side deck together. This is like the craziest side deck ever. We played 3 tactics for going first, but it's also amazing going second in the mirror match. So I don't play any Floodgates, I don't play Summon Limit, I don't play Solemn Strike, I don't play Anti-Spell Fragrance, because the idea is like I'd rather insulate and guarantee my combo resolves. And I feel like if I resolve my combo, which is like Amblo, Flame Burge, IP with Kieran, Ponix in hand and 4 other cards in the hand, it's like FTK. Like you can't really beat that, to be honest, in my opinion. So I would rather have like my combo resolve with Crossout Talent and Call By in my deck post side, which is really good. So you have like these post side, and then you have like 7 answers to hand traps, which is like bonkers. But then this one has other utility because going second, I sided in, going second in the mirror match, and it goes hard because the take control effect is so broken. And so then one night at 2 AM in the morning, Peter calls me and he's like, with everyone making Appaloosa boards, what if you just take their Appaloosa? So then we're like, as a joke, let's just put in Change of Heart and Snatch Steal for fun. And then it turned out these cards were broken. So then we just doubled down and played 3 Mind Control as well. And the idea is you have post-side 8 take control cards going second in the mirror match. And you can just like brick on these cards, which is so broken because not only do they break your opponent's board, but their engine as well, because you just make Charmers and then you take their Snake Eye monsters and you full combo them, which is bonkers. Also, a really important one about the take control cards is they deal really well with Summon Limit, because especially if you open like a take control card plus Nibiru, I would like nib them, use Mind Control, take their token, make a Nightmare Phoenix, and then pop their Summon Limit. And then these were really good into Limit and back row, like Floodgates and stuff like that. So these ones alone are like the craziest cards. They're broken, they go hard. Then I played 2 Soul Release. This card's crazy, nothing really to be said for Fire King explicitly. However, it's really niche in its utility, so that's why I only played 2. I played 3 at Vegas, but I cut the 3rd Soul Release for 1 MST. The idea being that post side, if you play like 4 outs to like Summon Limit and Anti-Spell Fragrance, you have a 46, like a 50% chance in 43 cards with a 6 card hand to draw one of these 4. and I just didn't want to auto lose to Summon Limit and Anti-Spell. And these ones are really good. Like, you can hit Fire King Island, they go hard in general, hit Die-Fi, hit Summon Limit, and yeah. And then the last card was Monster Reborn. So my side pattern for the mirror match pretty much would be, I would side out all the monster hand traps. I wouldn't play into tactics, wouldn't play into like all of the call buys or whatever, and I'd side out the crossouts. I'd leave the imperms in. I'd side in 15 cards going second in the mirror match, and then post side you have 18 board breakers going second in the mirror. And if you draw any 2-card combination of these 18 cards, not only do you like beat their board, but 20 times out of 10 you'll OTK them. These cards are so cracked in combination with each other, like Mind Control, Cosmic Soul Release, just like all of these cards in tandem with 6 cards in your hand. It's like so powerful. They're so strong. So every mirror match I played against, I won. In Vegas as well, like these take control cards were busted, especially when people made Appaloosa boards and Avatar. So yeah, that's my take on the deck. And yeah, shout outs to all my friends and everyone who came up. Shout outs to Jonathan and David Smith for lending me mind controls when mine weren't really looking too good. And shout outs to all the boys. Shout outs to Lucky Cusick. Good man. All right, thanks for watching.